Hey, Coach.
Hey, Eric.
How are you?
You're doing great, man.
Good,
How are
man.
you?
I'm doing good.
That's what I thought. Very cool. Hey, something interesting happened.
Uh-huh.
I got some of your training footage was on my YouTube channel, just little clips of it because it was good.
Hmm.
And somebody left a comment and said, "Oh, Eric Thal's your student?"
Huh.
I said, "Yeah." And then they said, "Oh, I really love that movie that he's in. The the movie that he's in, da da da." And I went, "Oh, really cool."
All right.
And are you an actor?
Yeah, I did. I haven't done too much recently that's out in the public, but yeah, that was sort of the main thing I did in the 90s.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's interesting. There was a comment about it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought he had misidentified, but then I thought, maybe not. Maybe he is a famous movie star, and I didn't even know that. How about
Ah,
that?
that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I didn't see the comment, but that's interesting.
Well, aren't you interesting? That's cool. Um, Jim, buddy, how was your Vision Quest this year? Can't hear you, Jim. Ah, bring out the globe.
Coach, I just got over being like a little bit under the weather for about a week. So just about 2 days ago, I started feeling 100% again.
Yeah, burn it.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got canceled
Oh,
last
okay.
minute, and
Right.
hopefully I'll go back in late February or March. But it wasn't for a full Vision Quest. It was just to go visit the old place and
Okay.
try to re-spark the positive energy there.
It wasn't a Vision Quest, it was a Visit Quest.
It was a visit quest, correct?
All right. Love you, buddy. Okay, guys. My understanding is Jim is not feeling great.
I've been congested for like 12 days now, and I don't know if you can hear it, but I just figured I'd observe and cheer Eric on.
Help me, coach. Okay. Um, Eric, how you feeling? How's your voice? What are you thinking? Hit me with anything.
Yeah, so I'm feeling good. The beginning of the session or section of time since I last saw you, you had prescribed that I do or suggested that I do some quack and release and attack and release. And then I also went back to the program and started watching the tutorials, going back in sequence there,
Right. Yeah.
jumping ahead, trying to get that whole thing down now, which is fantastic.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so I had about a week or 10 days off. It was interesting. My voice got to a weird place. I spoke with Jimmy at one point, in fact, and you could hear how deep my speaking voice was. I was on the phone, and then it would crack and get kind of high. And when I sang occasionally, seemed to be hitting some high notes that I hadn't hit before. So,
Let's hope so.
yeah. So I mean, I'm thinking that's from the training, of course, that
Yeah.
things are feeling more stable in that higher range.
Well, that's a big part of the objective, isn't it? When you
Yeah.
when you work on your voices, on your mechanism this way, you darn well better expect that you're going to have changes in your vocalizations, and not only just singing. Just you might notice that your speaking voice is more louder. I have people tell me I speak loud all the time, and I know it's because of a lifetime of compressing and optimizing my vocal folds. Like it does a good job of making noise.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, so the evidence of physical strength and changes happening do not only manifest in the singing, although they will, but they'll also manifest in other ways as well. You know, endurance or feeling strong at the ball game when you're shouting or whatever, or speaking loud, people telling you your voice is loud, that sort of thing. That's a good sign. It's a good sign.
Great. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Feels good.
Good. Then what I'd like to see you do is independently just begin to work on your voice, rely on your training, rely on your content, rely on what we've been doing together. You could reflect back to the previous lesson. You could reflect back to, whatever you want to do, anything you want to do. I want to follow your lead.
Okay.
I'll coach you, but I want to follow your agenda. Does that make sense? Because
Yeah.
a student needs to be able to be independent when they're training and know what to do and make good choices. So it's an opportunity for me to be here to coach you as you do that.
Okay. Okay. Great. I have warmed up some today.
Okay.
So one thing I might do is, well, I can show you one interesting thing that's been happening. I've been doing some attack and release, and then when I get to some of these high notes, like up between maybe around G and A, then the voice starts to crack, and then it seems like I can sing some sort of a higher note, like around this B flat or something, almost like a yelling. It sounds sort of like falsetto, except for it seems anchored. And I just want to make sure that that's not something it sort of feels good to be doing it, but I'm not sure if it's like I'm shouting at that on pitch at a note. And I don't know if that's something that I should avoid
All
doing.
right. So we have a little mission. Let's do it. Why don't you start a little bit low, like usually, like, a good fifth below. So below the G, maybe start from middle C. And then crawl your way up to the G and the A on some onsets or some basic onsets plus sirens.
Okay.
I think I like C do sirens. So do an onset, slow ascending glissando up a melodic fifth, stop, breathe, onset, descending glissado, melodic fifth.
Okay.
Boom, modulate a chromatic movement and continue. Let's creep up.
Mm-hmm.
To that A, B flat, and G, and just start playing around.
Okay. So maybe the first one would be C to G or lower than that.
No. If you're warmed up, we don't have to start the bottom down. We can start at base camp too.
Okay. Okay. Hey. I think I'm down an octave. Hey.
That's right. That's it. Yep.
Hey. Hey.
Okay. Get a conscious decision to do an attack and release onset, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's just do them a little better.
Okay.
Hey, 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 hey. Give it 5 smacks with
Okay.
with cry mode, please.
Okay. Hey. 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 Hey.
Okay, next note.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Now, Eric, when you are purposely doing glottal attacks,
Uh-huh.
like a glottal attack's a glottal attack. But when you're purposely training glottal attacks, make them really high quality glottal attacks. So smack those suckers. Hit them hard with cry mode.
Okay. Hey. Hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey. Hey.
That's it. Good.
I'm not sure if I'm going to get this high note. My voice may crack here.
Well, don't plan for success. Like
Okay.
don't program like that.
Copy that. Yeah. Okay. Hey. 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 Hey! Hey!
Okay, now, so here's getting into some of that stuff that's probably been grabbing you or tricking you a little bit, derailing you. Let's slow down. So we went up to the A. It's a little bit wonky, just a touch wonky. So the training protocol would be do it again, but slow it down.
Mm-hmm.
Slow it down over and over again until you get to a speed where you can go through it and just kind of see it go by and work on it so that you can work on that vowel modification, so that you can be conscientious of it. And yeah, get on your feet. That's a great idea.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. Hey! Hey!
Hey,
Hey!
hey, hey.
Hey!
You get that top note, you're feeling it sort of pushing against you.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's going to get the constriction. So this is a real simple solution. This is in your book. It's in your courses. You've heard of this before. I know you have. Jim, how do we get through that A? That A4? Is it the 4? Yeah. How do we get to that A4 without it grabbing?
I would try to cry harder, and I would take a deep breath before I go in, and I would make sure my larynx is kind of neutral. And this maybe doesn't make sense, but I kind of try to sneak under the passaggio. Sometimes if I feel like it's getting weird, I just try to cry harder and think to duck under it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
the duck under is a lift up pull back maneuver.
Okay. And usually after I get warmed up, I don't have to do that, but sometimes in the beginning I have to do that.
So those are all good points. That's good advice, Jim. That's good, but it's not the main thing. Okay, the most important thing, the first most important thing is you're going to modify the vowel. Eric.
Oh.
Right.
You guys, I just want to say, both of you, your audio is cutting out periodically.
I'm hearing Coach okay. You are in a little bit of a lag, Jimmy. I'm not sure if it's
okay.
Not to say it's on your end, but
I'm hearing both of you okay, Jim.
All right.
And I'm noticing, Jim, your visual is jittering just a slight for me.
It's what?
you lagged.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. You're lagging just
Okay,
barely.
maybe it's a connection problem.
Yeah, there's a little bit of lag there in New York tonight.
Okay.
So modify the vowel to a.
Okay.
So put some ants in your eggs, just a little bit, just a touch. It's still got the presentation vowel.
Okay.
The listener still needs to hear the lyric steak and eggs.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but and they're gonna think it's steak and eggs, but they're
Uh-huh.
really gonna hear something more like stacks and eggs.
Okay.
Okay, gotta get some at in there. Go
Okay.
real slow so you can turn that vowel.
Hey!
Try again. You had the right idea. You just didn't execute it. Try again. Start turning that vowel into at-ishness a little bit earlier. You were late on your vowel modification.
Okay. With the 5 glottal attacks beforehand? Okay.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. If you feel like you don't always need that. That's just
Okay.
best practice. But we're already up to our waist now. So let it go and let's focus on the vowel.
Okay, great.
As you approach that, okay, that was a little bit better. But there's physics involved here, all right? So as you turn the vowel to a, you're increasing your subglottal phonation threshold pressure. You're increasing you're blowing more air. You're kind of pushing into it, and that's whacking out the physics of the mechanism and the acoustics. So do it again, and when you get to that, when you begin to turn your vowel into the A4, just chill it out. Lay back.
Okay.
Lay
Okay.
back. Don't fight it. Just
Okay.
lay back.
Okay.
You push it, you're just slapping the water, man. You're in a swimming pool in the in the kiddie section of the swimming pool. Okay? Water's up to your navel. And we're standing there in the swimming pool, all right, like idiots. Water's up to our navel. And I say, Eric, I'm gonna teach you something about singing. All right, let's have fun. Let's have some fun. Take your hand. Here's the water. Come down and slap the water as hard as you fucking can. Just fucking slap it. Hit it. And you're like, what the hell? You've had too much to drink? And I'd say, yes, I have had a little too much to drink, but just do it anyways. You're just gonna slap that sucker. What's gonna happen? It's gonna smack your arm. It's gonna sting. It's gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna say, okay, now, this little physics lesson. All right, so now I'm gonna ask you to do the same thing, but just make your arm go through the water nice and smooth, so there's no resistance. Now, there's some sort of physics and formula around that. I don't really know what it is. I should, but the point is it's so the physics of movement and mass and water and whatever. The same thing when you get to this A. Don't push on it. You push on it, it's just going to push back. In other words, the harder you smack, you're not going to ever win that, right? You're never going to win. You're never going to beat the physics by just trying to outbrute it, right? It will never work. The physics will just push back. Literally, the atoms aren't going to work for you, okay? So you got to romance it, all right? So get to your A, turn your vowel. Don't push it because it's just going to push back equally hard. You'll never win that. Back off a little bit and find a balance. Find a balance. And it's a balance of the vowel times the pitch, the frequency, times the phonation threshold pressure, blah, 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 equals, times your, the anatomical uniqueness of your voice or whatever in your vocal folds at the right moment equals you being able to make that movement smoothly. You can if you just balance all the elements.
Okay.
It's one reason why we're slowing down. So do it again. Don't push this hard. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Work with it. Don't work against it.
Okay.
Because you'll lose every time.
Okay.
Well, now you're screaming up to a C5. That's not where we were. We were working on the A, weren't we?
Yeah.
Was it D and A?
Yeah. Yeah. DNA.
Boy, I need to practice more. But I did manage to get my valve up there. Did you hear how the valve turned?
Oh yeah.
And it didn't choke me. I was able to get
Yep.
I was able to get through there better. Jim, tell me if this is filtering, if this is not getting through. I just want you guys maybe this will help. Does it look like I'm turning that valve really early?
Yes.
Yeah, like I'm not waiting. I'm starting to turn it immediately.
Okay.
You're too late on your valve modification.
Okay. Okay.
That's it. That's it. Listen. That's where you got to. And you pushed on it.
Uh-huh.
Keep turning.
Okay.
Keep turning, and you'll feel the resonance go. You'll feel it go. You'll feel it sort of like you'll feel it kind of turn and go over,
Okay.
like a bridge. You'll feel a bridge. Minus my shitty compression at the moment, but that's the right vowel. You hear that?
Yes.
Okay, now if my vocal folds were compressing properly, because I practice a little bit more, then it sounds great. All right, try it. Get out of water. More ah in your A. Take the back of your tongue, the back edges of your tongue,
Uh-huh.
and touch the back edges of your tongue. They're going to curl up and they're going to touch the back of your top molars.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, can you hear that? And your
Uh-huh.
tongue, and then the tip of your tongue is forward.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's a really good position for a really splatty ah. Hey! Hey! Okay, yeah, do that again with a glottal attack. Hey! 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 I mean, it's kind of crummy, but that was fundamentally that was it. Hey! Find the resonance and you sit on, you just float on it all day long. Get on top. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, I feel it right on that's like right where it was earlier today. That's right where it was breaking, which I think is higher than it used to be. Yeah.
No, you'll never get there pushing from the bottom up. You've got to bridge. You know, the instinct there was again to try to shove it, right? It just won't work. So you know, we have this very profound bridge. Maybe we call it the first bridge, at least for men, typically around B flat, right? Or no, E flat, excuse me, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So A4 is another real bridge for all men, typically around A4. There's a whole formant shift, meaning that the resonant energy it's got to go somewhere in a whole different place.
Mhm.
Now it's ever so slightly not as profound as the first bridge, where it's really super profound, but it's there, all right. You can feel it. You can feel it moving. But once you get over to the other side, it's great. You got another 5 notes to go, and nothing grabs you, and you're into those really cool screamy notes.
Right.
Your turn. Slow down.
Okay.
from the top. Hey! 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 Hey!
Hey! Hey! Hey! Hey!
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Ah!
Yeah,
Ah!
the ah forces you to flip over.
Yeah, that's where that's exactly the sensation of it, as you say, flipping over. I don't know
But
what that.
but you got to get to the other side. You got to get to the other side with the belty musculature. Not
Right,
easy.
right.
That's the position. That's the placement. But you gotta pull this stuff up with it.
Pull the stuff up. Yeah.
Uh, TA
Okay.
musculature, the
Okay.
belty musculature, the M1, the chestiness stuff.
Uh-huh.
TA pulls.
Okay.
Let's try this, Eric. Quack and release on an A4 has a workflow. It's in the book. It's in the video. Hopefully this is one of the things you played with recently. Starting just how when you falsetto open glottis. Open glottis, close the mouth, open glottis. Me, compress the glottis with a closed mouth, and then shape that and let that energy out. Shape that energy around, shape the embouchure around that energy. That's it. Got to go slow. Does this look familiar to you? Do you remember seeing this? I hope you did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But not. I don't know that I ever make it this high with it. I probably, make it a couple notes short of this
Okay.
if I'm working up from lower.
There was a workflow.
Yep.
Let's make sure we're clear that we understand that. Find your note. Step 1. Step 2, blow a hot, windy falsetto. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Good.
It can be completely falsetto.
Yes. Yeah. Full out falsetto mode. We just want to get the placement.
Okay.
Just get there. Okay.
Okay.
Get to the resonance. All right. Step 3, after finding the note, maintain the open gloss falsetto position, but close the mouth around it because you're going to begin to prep to do a me. All right. So it's going to be. Now that shouldn't push right there.
Okay.
Should be free.
Okay.
Let go of that stuff.
Okay.
All right. Now comes here comes some of the magic. Let's call it step 3. Whilst the embouchure closed around open glottis, inside that closed position, closed mouth, you're then going to you're going to bring the vocal folds together and bring it into a highly compressed quack position. Okay, watch me. Into a quacky me. So, placement, falsetto, transition from falsetto into quack mode. My quack mode sucks, but that's the movement. Please try it. You're so close.
Okay.
You're right on the 5-yard line.
Okay.
Do that again. Give me a Give me a quack mode that's just the most obnoxious me in your face you can possibly make. Thin. Thin. You'll notice that quack mode was on top. It's very abstract to kind of describe that, but when you've lived it, when you've done it, when you're in it, you and I know what I'm talking about. Like that E with that you can kind of quack mode from the bottom up and pull and make it uncomfortable, or you can quack mode in something that's a little more top down and in a more airy position, right?
Yep.
I'll do it again. You'll do it after me. I'm gonna say it. It's great. Get your tongue forward. Don't retract your tongue. That's getting in your way.
Okay.
Do it again. Keep your eyes on your tongue in the monitor.
Okay.
Get your tongue forward and try to get it compressed. Try to compress it. Try
Okay.
to get some real sound out of it.
Okay.
Yes. That's darn near perfect. Now, step 4. Now you don't have full compression yet. You need to build the strength to get the compression up there. So you're going to be Mr. Ha hum me.
Okay.
Okay, everywhere you go, in the shower, in the car, ha hum me.
This exact sequence. Me. Okay.
Yeah. Just get that me. So say, I'm Mr. Ha hum me.
I'm Mr. Ha me.
Good. So have fun with this, guys. All right. So you got to practice, get that really compressed, but you can still get the same result just with less compression. But we get all the way through this. So step 4 is you're in your me, or the best me you can create today, and then you bring your tongue forward, drop your jaw, shape the embouchure, lift the embouchure, and shape the vowel around that compression. So we've created this compression. And then we need to just shape the resonance space around us. So then you end up with something like this. Right, so I got the compression, and then the last step is to drop the jaw, shape the embouchure, and shape the vowel around it. Ready? Go. Okay, that's the idea.
Okay.
But the stronger you get, the more your compression will start coming through, and the more your compression begins to come through, the easier it'll be to kind of shape the vowel, and the vowel will be really nice. And stuff.
Okay.
It's a little weak and wobbly right now because you need more anchoring with the tip of your tongue. You need more vocal fold compression, which is also anchors. You need more musculature moving on the inside, and then shaping that vowel. Shaping the embouchure around that vowel will stabilize. Do it again, please. That's it. That is the quack and release onset above the bridge.
Above the bridge.
Quack and release onset below the bridge. Me. Just go straight into the me.
Okay.
You don't have to do those other steps. Quack and release onset above the bridge in the head voice region to get the proper positioning for a beginner, for somebody that's trying to clean up their head voice stuff and get this going, you got to follow that 4-step workflow procedure.
Okay, and then if I felt comfortable with this, I could, even though it's not, solid in any way, I could go to the next
Yes.
note. Okay, okay,
And you should.
okay,
You don't fixate on A4 for a whole week.
okay, okay,
Bump around, play around within a 5-note range.
okay,
Just knowing that A4 is sort of your big goal.
okay, okay,
I try something 1 step higher as well. Sometimes it'll work 1 step higher and 1 step lower, but the one you're working on, it won't work. Each frequency requires a different physical configuration and a different acoustic configuration, and for reasons that nobody could really ever really explain on any given day or any given moment. My B flat sounds great today. It sounded shitty yesterday. It's just the body is fickle.
Okay.
Maestro David Kyle used to say, the voice never feels twice the same, and there's some truth to that.
yeah,
When you get really good and really well trained, it's still true. It never feels twice the same. It either feels good or feels great.
okay, cool.
All right, that's the right movement. So if you geek out on that in the shower, in the car, walking down the street, whatever, you'll begin to build the coordination and get your compression up on that A4. And then once you have that compression really rocking on a big, obnoxious, ugly knee, then shape the valve, bring in the guitar shape around the sound hole. Bring in that acoustic space, and then tune it and make it into something pretty.
Okay, okay.
Pretty A valve. Make sense?
Yeah, yeah, and I can add, I know we talk about cry mode, but I'm,
Always.
okay, always cry
Yeah.
mode and, yeah,
Yes.
okay,
I've not seen any situation where more cry mode wasn't also a good idea.
okay,
Wasn't the main thing you need to do, or at least also a good idea.
yeah,
So any conversation we're having about any technique, any note, any execution of the voice, whatever it is we're working on, more cry mode is always going to help. Doesn't matter what you're doing.
okay,
Yeah. You can never have too much of that.
okay,
And we didn't talk about today, so maybe we forgot about it a little bit. So that you make a good point. You want to make sure that's in your workflow.
Mhm.
And you know what you can do is you write this down. It's written in the book, by the way. It's written in the book and it's in the course. It says, and it points out Quack and release onset down below Carson is a little bit easier. Up above the bridge, we gotta. It's more specialized. We gotta get a workflow. And it's all written in the program. Placement, open glottis, closed mouth, open glottis. Get to the quacky me. Shape the valve around that. Then proceed with your siren.
Mhm.
So, and once you've got that going, the next step would be then take that beautiful position that you've created, that configuration that you've created, and put it on the move.
Mhm.
Then it goes down like this,
Okay,
right?
Mhm.
So then you kind of move into this. You move into this phase of training. It's very much a TVS thing where with the onset we get the perfect configuration by just geeking out and just grinding and drilling on it. We get that perfect configuration of balance, of physiology, strength, coordination with acoustics. That's all going. And then on one note, and then you begin to put that on the move. You put it, you push, you take that on a journey through the chaos of changing frequency, right? Because as you change frequency, the vocal folds might want to blow open, and valves are going to have to turn. Things are going to have to start getting dynamic again, right? Things are going to change. Your phonation package elements will begin to have to gradually adjust, right?
Mhm.
But you can just hit one note over and over again. It's the same package calibrations for all those elements. These are all the different elements, right? They're all dialed into the same dialed point for that same note over and over again.
Yep.
Great. Do that. Nail that. Then put it down a melodic fifth.
Okay,
Okay. And then the game becomes, can I maintain the integrity of that onset package that I achieved at the onset as I push it through the rapids or through the chaos of of frequency change. And if you can, then you're beginning to build a lot of coordination.
Okay. Great.
That makes sense?
Absolutely. Yep.
Bit trippy, but it works.
Yeah.
All right. That's some overtime, but it's fun.
When's the next class? In 2 weeks or more?
It's in 2 weeks because I had to put you guys on hold for a couple weeks. So I have it on the 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 weeks. So is that fair? You guys want to do it?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay.
Yep.
Good help, Jim. All
Yeah.
right. Eric, you're Mr. Oh, me a lot. Okay.
Okay. Me a lot. Okay.
Anything else that's helpful for you?
Yeah. Fantastic. Really, really great.
Okay. Okay, great. All right. If I want to go to the internet today and watch you act in your movie, what do I go look at? What movie should I go to? What are you recommending?
Oh, what kind of movies do you like? I mean, not that I did the first thing I did was a movie called A Stranger Among Us. But if you go to IMDb, you'll see a list of films that I've done.
Okay, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And there's a science fiction movie called The Puppet Masters with Donald Sutherland. Had a significant part in that.
Do you act anymore?
Well, I've been doing more writing and I've been focusing on my own acting, but I've gotten pretty far outside of acting in other projects. But I'm still interested in doing that. There were reasons I stepped away from it, but I'd like to get back into it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Did you know that, Jim? Did you know he was an actor?
I actually did know this, yes.
Right on, man.
I've known Eric since like 1991, I think.
Wow.
Great. 91 or 92. Yeah, I think 91. I think that's right.
Roughly 91, yeah.
Wow. Were you guys in a band together or something? Or
No?
Not yet. Maybe later.
No, but he was initially my bass teacher. That's how I met Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we became
Okay.
friends.
Cool. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Enjoy your evening. And you're in New York, right, Eric? You're still in New York?
Yeah,
You-
I'm in New York as well. Yeah, about
What
2
part?
miles.
What part of New York?
I'm on Washington Square Park in the Village.
Okay.
Yeah, downtown.
All right. You guys enjoy New York. How do you like your new mayor?
Oh, well, he comes in a couple weeks. So we will see.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I guess you will. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. All right, I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
All right.
Okay,
Have a
guys.
good one.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
You too.
Merry Christmas. You too, guys.